European football on ESPN, sponsored by Coral.
Good afternoon and welcome to Live Bundesliga here on ESPN. Matchday 21 comes to a close with our game this afternoon, which sees Freiburg host Fortuna Dusseldorf. Both teams looking for all 3 points for altogether different reasons. Freiburg have started 2013 in frustrating fashion. Chances missed and a loss last week against lowly Hoffenheim means Christian Streik's men have picked up just 2 points since the winter break as the search goes on for their first win of 2013. The new year hasn't been too kind to Dusseldorf either. Losses to Augsburg and Mönchengladbach have seen Norbert Meyer's team drop down the table. But a win last time out against free-falling Stuttgart gives them hope that they can pick up something today. We're about 15 minutes away from kick-off in our game, which of course has implications for both ends of the table. Freiburg will move into a European qualification spot with a win. Dusseldorf are hanging just above the drop zone, which means they'll have been paying quite close attention to the score from earlier on today, which currently stands Augsburg 1, Mainz 1. I'll confirm with you when that game is at full time. This is the table as it stands then. Huge weekend as far as the title is concerned. A big win for Bayern over out of sorts Schalke. A shock 4-1 win for Hamburg over the champions means the gap is now a massive 15 points between the top two. Leverkusen a point behind in third. Frankfurt's 0-0 draw with Nuremberg means they're 6 points ahead of the chasing pack. At the bottom, back to the old routine for Greuther after last week's surprise win over Schalke. They stay rooted to the bottom. Augsburg and Hoffenheim occupy the other two spots, as you see Düsseldorf are just ahead of them. Joining me in the studio today are the football writer and broadcaster Raphael Honigstein, and alongside him the former Schalke, Dortmund and Germany midfielder Stefan Freund. Gentlemen, we'll look at our game in just a moment, but we have to focus on the sequence of results from yesterday, because, Raf, in many respects, Schalke on paper, and I know they have been out of sorts in recent weeks, is the kind of game that Dortmund fans would have been looking at, thinking, well, Bayern might draw a couple of points there, and here we are now, pretty much game, set and match to Bayern.
Yeah, it was the one game that Dortmund fans want Schalke to win all season, but they didn't.
Yeah.
They turned up and they almost, I think, were defeated before the first kick. They had a lot of injuries, confidence was really low, and Bayern just gave them absolutely no chance. They didn't even play that well, but 4-0 still was flattering as far as Bayern was concerned. And of course, with Dortmund losing 3-1 at home to Hamburg, 4-1 at home even, it does feel as if a decision has come and if Bayern will be unstoppable this year. But we've been saying it all season, and I think now the confirmation is coming in terms of the tables on the points.
4-0 was the final, and pretty much very much started as they meant to go on in this one. Unlike last week's game against Mainz, which was pretty close for the first half, they came out guns blazing. And Schalke, I mean, it's just been going from bad to worse since they let Hub Stevens go, Raf, and nobody expected them to turn up for this game, but Bayern dispatched them very convincingly in the end.
They did, and you know, Bayern really took the momentum that they've had into this game, and also they gave games to guys who've been sitting on the bench for a bit. Gomez came back in, Robin came back in, and that kind of competition that they have keeps everyone on their toes despite this fantastic lead that they have at the top. They play with this kind of unrelentlessness and really force the issue in every single game, and Schalke were very much there for the taking. As I said, they turned up, I don't think really believing they could get anything out of this. And in the end, I think they were fairly happy that it was only 4-0, because if Bayern just played with a bit more urgency, it could have been double figures. I mean, their dominance was just absolutely utter and total.
Now, Stefan, probably the big surprise result of the weekend, well, probably